Happy New Year, everyone, and welcome back to Voltage Bros. My name is Jerem, and today we're going to go over the top 2026 movies that I'm excited for. I have about 5 or 6 on my list. Let me know which movies you're excited for this year, and here's my list. Now, the first movies that I'm excited for, I'm going to lump together, and that will be the Marvel movies coming out this year. It will be Spider-Man Brand New Day and Avengers Doomsday. And it's pretty surprising, actually, that there's only 2 movies coming out. So these 2 movies better be good. They better get everyone back into the MCU. I wasn't a huge fan of Thunderbolts or Fantastic Four. I mean, Fantastic Four was pretty good. They were solid stories, but they definitely didn't bring back enormous hype for the MCU for me, and I don't think a lot of others either. So I'm hoping that these movies do bring that back. Spider-Man No Way Home was really good with Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire. I wouldn't be mad if they brought them back for the Spider-Man movie to then have them in Avengers Doomsday. They're having everyone in Avengers Doomsday. You gotta have Tobey Maguire at this point. I actually thought that there would be a Tobey Maguire trailer for Avengers Doomsday. It ended up being Thor, Captain America, and X-Men. Oh, and then the Doom trailer itself. I think those were the 4. Yeah, I really thought there was going to be a Tobey Maguire trailer, but nope. But I wouldn't be surprised if he's in it. The next movie that I'm excited for is the new Hunger Games movie. Now, this is the only Hunger Games movie that I haven't read the book beforehand because I enjoyed the first 2 Hunger Games books. I didn't like the 3rd book, and I didn't like the prequel book of Snow. But the prequel movie of Snow was really good. For some reason, even though it's the same story, the book just didn't do it for me. I think because it just was too teeny bopper for me, while the movie just felt more serious. And in the Hunger Games movie, I actually bought that Snow became evil slowly, but in the book, it just seemed like he snapped. So I was very impressed that the Hunger Games prequel movie was better than the book. So I'm staying away from the book this time, and I'm just gonna go into the movie blind and be excited for a new story. It looks like it has a little bit of a different vibe than the other movies, and Hunger Games is just a cool concept. The gladiator concept is such a fun story. The next movie that I'm excited for is Godzilla Minus Zero. Now, Godzilla Minus One blew me away. I didn't expect this movie to be one of my favorite movies ever, but it did become that right after I watched it. The first time I watched it was in black and white in the theaters, Godzilla Minus One minus color, and the minus color actually added to the story. I think it actually might be better without the color, because sometimes in the color version, the CGI can look a little bit not perfect, but when it's black and white, you don't even notice. And I didn't expect there to be a sequel for this. I just thought it was going to be a one-time, one awesome movie. But I am happy that they're going to make a sequel because in the original Godzilla movie, once they defeated the Godzilla, there was a sequel and there just happened to be another Godzilla. So I think they're going to follow the original story and have there be another Godzilla to look out for, which is why it's called Godzilla Minus One. So they killed one, and in this movie they're going to kill another one, minus 0. No more Godzillas left. I'm thinking that they just might go with these 2 movies, but again, like Godzilla movies can last forever, so they can make these forever as long as they're good. I don't mind if they keep making sequels as long as they're good. The next movie that I'm excited for is called Hoppers. It's the new Pixar movie coming out this year, and I'm excited for this one because it's not a sequel. I know I just said I don't mind if they're sequels, but the thing about Pixar is that they've always been the original story people, you know, the new type of story. And now throughout the years, they've been getting into sequels. So I'm just excited that we have a new story for Pixar. And I know we had some with, was it Strange New World? Was that Pixar? They had Turning Red and they had Elio. So they have been making original movies. They just haven't had the hype as I think Pixar movies should. So hopefully Hoppers can do that for us. It does look like it's getting a bit more marketing than the past Pixar movies have been lately. So hopefully that's a good sign. It means that they want to push this movie and they think it's good too. Now the last movie that I'm going to put on this list is Narnia. I am excited for this one. It looks like it's going to be the boy and his horse story. So that means it's going to happen before all the other Narnia movies that we've seen. And the logo looks similar, so I think we can fit it in to the Narnia movies that have already been out. Doesn't look like it's going to be an actual reboot. It looks like it will fit into the movies that have already been made. The only problem is that this movie is coming out on Netflix, so I'm not sure if it's going to be out in theaters, so it might not get the hype that it deserves. I still feel like movies that come out in theaters definitely have more hype than if they don't. TV shows is a different story. You can have hype on a TV show from a streaming service, but movies, if you want that hype, I think you still need to put it in theaters. So Netflix, they're not a fan of doing that. Maybe they'll put it in for like a week or something like that. But I do hope that this movie is good. I think this story will be about building the Narnia world. At least if you follow what I know from the book story. I haven't read the books, but I kind of know the gist of the story. I think this story has to do with building the Narnia world and actually it coming into existence, which will be really cool to see. Oh, also one more. The Odyssey is coming out by Christopher Nolan. And that's all you really need to say about this movie, being excited for it. You know, it's directed by Christopher Nolan. We're all gonna go see it. Is it going to be amazing like Oppenheimer? I think so. I think this movie is gonna be his best one. You know, he just keeps getting better. I've always been a Christopher Nolan fan since Inception. And whenever I watch a Christopher Nolan movie, I can't watch just one. You know, after I watch Inception, you gotta watch Tenet, and then you gotta watch Memento, and then you just gotta watch them all. So Christopher Nolan, he's the best, and I'm excited for his new movie. Anyways, guys, that's my list for the most anticipated movies coming out in 2026. Let me know what your list is. If I missed anything that I should have put on this list, let me know. And subscribe to the channel because I do a review of a new movie every single week. Then at the end of the month, me and my brother Kenny, the Voltage Bros, will do a live stream where we talked about all the movies that we saw during the month. Anyways, I've got a bolt.